Heroes Toy Reviews is not intended for children or anyone under the age of 17.
Today marks the ending of what has essentially been called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Month with a big review. Yes, that's right. The Techno Drome. So, stay tuned, because Hebrew Toy Reviews is up right now. Be looking at the 1980s turtles, more specifically the 1980s turtle toys. The second day of Turtle Month, and you know what that means. This is the wild party dude of the bunch, Michelangelo, the jump for it! Hello everybody, Hebrew77 here for Hebrew's Toy Reviews, and this marks essentially the last day of Turtle Month. And yes, I do realize that technically last month was declared Turtle Month, but I did say that in that video that it might drag out for a little bit. So today we will be reviewing the Techno Drome, and did you hear that? The heck was... What was that noise? Where am I? What in the world is going on here? Isn't this supposed to be Star Trek month? Well, actually, technically, you're not wrong. But we had to drag out Turtle Month, you know, because there was a hectic scheduling. Oh. I can't say I'm not disappointed, but you better extend Star Trek month next month. That's all I gotta say. Yes, we might do that. We might just do that. But can you please get out of here? I'm in the middle of a review. Very well then. I agree. But I will be back next month. Or perhaps in the middle of next month. Who cares? Well, whoever's up there, beam me up. I'm tired of being down on this crappy planet. Sorry about that interruption, folks. That was unfortunate. But yes, this is the final review for the month. This is the final review for Turtle Month. The Techno Drome. Shredder's domain, his main base of operations, and the main base of operations for Crane, and to open up portals to all sorts of dimensions, including that of Dimension X. So with no further ado, let's get on to the review. And here we have, ladies and gentlemen, one of the most glorious moments in Turtle Month. Well, besides the Ninja Turtle sewer playset, that is. The Techno Drome. Now this is Shredder and Crane's home base of operations. And boy, this toy is huge. It's really huge. Not quite as big as the USS Flag at the time, but definitely a big toy for toy collectors and kids of the like. Back in the early 90s, late 80s, this toy was released, and it does not disappoint. And as you can see, this one has its trademark eyeball on the top. All kinds of guns here on the side of the drone. And of course, well, I think I'm missing a gun here. You got the foot symbol there at the bottom. And this bad boy is so diverse and so, well, I don't even know how to explain it. Now, I never had anything like this as a child, so this is not from my childhood collection. Now, my cousin did have this, but this was something that I got off of eBay, and over the years added stuff to it. So it wasn't a big purchase all at once, but rather a small purchase over time. And you can see here, this is cracked here. It's yellowed quite a bit. This is supposed to be a light gray color, and you can hear the squeakiness of the tracks underneath. Let me go ahead and show you underneath here. It has actual wheels underneath made to resemble tracks as you push it along. Every tank I've ever owned, tank, car, vehicle, has that squeaky sound to it. Now let's talk about the Techno Drome itself. And it is a nice looking toy. Like I said, it has all these kind of guns here on the sides. And I think I have every gun that attaches actually to the outside. But I think I'm missing a few things here maybe. And we have this gun, of course, right here. You can move the eyeball around, and that looks about right, doesn't it? It can go forwards or backwards depending on which way you want to turn your eyeball, and the eyeball moves in all directions. And of course, you pop down on it, there's a button you can push. We'll get to that here in a minute. So there are two entrances to this thing. You have the foot entrance, which that lifts up, and voila, you can enter from that direction. Or as you turn it around here, you can enter from this side. Now this is a very interesting play feature on this Techno Drome, is that it actually attaches to one of the sewer pipes that came with the Ninja Turtle sewer playset. You can stick the pipe on. Let's see. I don't think it goes on that way. Ah, there it is. A little bit of a push. And there you go. There you have it. So this thing, and there's even a toy, I believe is Toys R Us toy ad, a Christmas catalog, if you will, that shows this thing attached to the sewer playset. So that's very cool that they, I mean, you would never see anything, a concept like that with Snake Mountain and Castle Grayskull where they attach. So this is a very cool feature that they added to this, and of course you could close it up, and this thing here never stays closed. Now that we've seen the outside of the Techno Drome, let's look at the inside. See, this is like a half dome type of thing, and I am missing the lid for this. I did have a sewer lid put on this, but this is sort of like a trapdoor type of thing. And then over here I have this platform here that attaches somewhere in here. I know it attaches to this, and then you have up here, this is Crane's computer room, and you can see up there on the wall that is supposed to be the portal to Dimension X. And you guys are thinking, well, what goes here? Why is this, there's no seat or anything here? Well, that's because There's not supposed to be a seat. That is where crane sits on. I happen to have an extra crane here. Something I wanted to mention is that this has never been released in the anniversary edition or any of the new re-released Turtles. This or the Ninja Turtle Sewer playset has never been re-released. So this is the only release of this playset that we have, is the original. The only re-releases were the Party Wagon and the Turtle Blimp. I do believe that those were the only 2 releases. Now, you see this turns around. Of course, you got crane on top of that. And like I said, you got this platform, which I'm not sure which way it goes. Guess I probably should have had it set up for this video. I think it might go down here somewhere. But at any rate, this has to remain off of here while this, if you want to close this up, you can't close it up with it on there, obviously. So we have down here, we have the ammo dump. You know, we have the drums here. Someone put this sticker on really crooked. And then we have over here, we have a gel cell, which is really cool. The gel cell comes with a trap door, which I'm not really too sure how the trap door works. I think it just goes on there. We turn this around. See, there is no real switch to the trap door. But as we turn it around, the gel cell continues over here. And if you look closely, let's open these 2 doors here. You can see that the bottom of the gel cell is much like the bottom of Castle Grayskull, where they put a sticker on there with various evil-like things, almost nasty bugs and skeletons and so forth. Now close the cell. This is one of the best gel cells that came with a playset. I know the G.I. Joe headquarters gel cell is pretty decent, but it broke very easily, and there was a lot of missing parts. Mine has a lot of broken parts on it, and you really couldn't. I mean, it had bunks and stuff, and that was kind of cool, but this one is the sturdiest gel cell that I've ever seen. Just need to get some chairs in there, something, I don't know. But anyway, that's the gel cell part. And let's see here, turn it back around. And now you look over here, and up here you can see a control panel where Shredder or some of the other people can sit and monitor these screens, maybe Bebop or Rocksteady. And down here, this appears to be a bed. And over here is a foot. And what that is, you put that down and it works to stabilize this thing so it's more stable. But you got a bed there, or you can call it a bed or a couch, where Shredder can take his naps, his power naps, so he can be more productive throughout the day. Also has the foot prop, and it's actually in the shape of a foot. I find that hilarious. And here's the other thing, is this entryway here actually leads right into the gel cell. So if you are attempting to enter from this point, you're going to be really disappointed, because you're just going to end up in a gel cell, and then that closes. And primarily, if this is attached to the sewer, now the Foot Clan soldiers can get into the turtles' lair through this and capture the turtles, then put them in the jail cell as they capture them, and guess what? Then they can climb back out through here and the turtles are safely in the cell. Now the eyeball up here, which I mentioned earlier, is the most iconic thing on the Techno Drome, and I'm not really sure. Down here it is attached to this wheel. Now if the eyeball is set, you can turn it with this wheel, and this is almost like a periscope. But how do you make it pop out of there? Well, the idea is that you would push down, and let's see, push down. You know what? I'm not sure how it works, but I do know is that it will pop off. Let's see. I don't think there's a button. There should be you would think. There it is. Okay, yeah. Alright, so here's how this works. Eyeball goes up there, top. Make sure it's on there nice and firm. And then underneath here, you can see my hand. Yeah. Underneath, you pull down on that lever. And boom. There goes the eyeball. Yeah, there is the Techno Drome in a nutshell, or in this case, a turtle shell. Now this over here is meant to, well, hold on, whoops. Let's put up the leg, and let's go over here. Wait a second. You see this piece right here? I think something attaches to this, and it might be that this probably attaches somehow to that, like that. That looks weird though. I don't know. I would have to stop the video and go look it up, and I really don't feel like doing that right now, so just use your imagination, or you can look at pictures of it and decide for yourself. With that, folks, we close out Turtle Month. What do I think of this toy? I think it is freaking awesome. And I hope for a re-release of it sometime in the future. And also, next year, if I do Turtle Month next year, we will definitely be taking a look at the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles sewer playset. Well, folks, that does it for this review, and that does it for Turtle Month. But tune in for next month. Is my eye getting covered up? No, but anyway, tune in to next month where we will be doing Star Trek Month. Maybe. It might be next month, or we may do it in May. But we'll see whatever the still waters blow in. But until next time, just remember, no matter what the review is, knowing isn't just half the battle, it's the whole damn war. See you next time.
The Turtles are assaulting the Techno Drome. Inside are the Foot Clan's weapon storage chamber, Krang's laboratory, and Shredder's master control room. Huh? Turtles? Oh, they've been spotted. Now they'll have to watch out for the I Spy radar, that hidden news tip, the spike back door. Turtle soup time. Oh no, an ooze scanner, a brain scrambler, and mutant manacles. Can Leonardo rescue them? Sure hope so. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. From Playmate.